Welcome dear students. Today in this video lecture we are going to analyze the flow of viscous fluid between the two fixed parallel plates. Let we first plot the diagram. So here we consider the two fixed parallel plates, and in between that the flow of viscous fluids are happen from left to right. So flow occurs in these directions, and we consider the dimensions parallel to the directions of flow, that is x, and perpendicular to the directions of flow, that is y. For analysis of pressure drops as well as velocity distribution profile and the shear stress distribution, let we assume the one small elements in between the two parallel plates. So now we give the name that A, B, C, D. Here the dimensions parallel to the directions of flow, that is dx, and the perpendicular directions we consider, that is dy, and the thickness we consider as a unit. So here we assume that unit thickness which is perpendicular to the directions of plane of paper. Now after discussions of these small elements for analysis, we go for the various forces which is acting on this element. So the pressure acting on the AB face, that is the P. Similarly, the pressure acting on the CD face is P plus del P by del X into dx. Here the shear stress acting on the BC surface is, that is the tau, and the shear stress acting on the AD surface is tau plus del tau by del y into dy. Now student, we list out all the forces acting on this element ABCD. So just I write the force acting on fluid elements. First, pressure force acting on the AB face, which is P into the area. So area here it is dy into 1, because we consider the thickness of this element ABCD is 1. So that's why it becomes a P into area, that is dy into 1. Second, the pressure on the face CD. So it is P plus del P by del X into dx into the area, that is the same dy into 1. Then third force acting on the element is the shear force on BC surfaces. And that is equals to tau into the cross-sectional area, that is dx into 1. Then fourth force, that is a shear force acting on the AD face, and that is the tau plus del tau by del y into dy into dx into 1, that is the cross-sectional area. Now for steady and uniform flow, there is no accelerations, hence the resultant force in the directions of flow is 0. Now we write it down, the force acting in the directions of flow as well as in opposite directions. So we get first that P into dy into 1 minus P plus del P by del X into dx into dy into 1 minus tau into dx into 1 plus tau plus del tau by del y into dy into dx into 1, which is equals to 0. Now by simplification we get p into dy minus p into dy minus del p by del x into dx dy minus tau into dx plus tau into dx plus del tau by del y into dx dy equals to 0. So this tau into dx is cancelled out, as well as p into dy is cancelled out. So finally we get the two terms, that is del p by del x into dx dy plus del tau by del y into dx dy, which is equals to 0. Now we divide both the terms by dx dy, so this term is cancelled out, and finally our expression we get, that is del p by del x equals to del tau by del y. So this is very important expressions. Now from this expression we are going to discuss about the velocity distributions in this case. So let me go for velocity distributions. So first, so here first we write the expressions of Newton's law of viscosity, that is tau equals to mu del u by del y. We also have the expression that del p by del x equals to del tau by del y. So now we put it down the value of tau, that is mu into del u by del y. In this expression we get del p by del x equals to del by del y of tau. Instead of tau we write that mu into del u by del y. Now we know that mu is constant, so it comes out of differentiations, and we get del square u by del y square equals to del p by del x. Now students, we make a subjects del square u by del y square, so we get 1 upon mu into del p by del x. Now we integrate this expression 2 times with respect to y. So just I write that integrating with respect to y. So at the first integrations we get del u by del y equals to 1 upon mu del p by del x into y plus integration constant c1. Now we do the again integrations of same expression with respect to y. So we get u equals to 1 upon mu del p by del x into this y becomes a y square by 2 plus c1 into y plus c2. Now in this expression this c1 and c2 are the integrations constant, and to find it out the value of c1 and c2 we need to apply the two boundary conditions. So the boundary conditions to find out the value of c1 and c2 is, there is a two boundary condition. First, when the value of y is 0, the value of u is becomes 0, and the second boundary conditions is y equals to t, then u equals to 0, where this t means the distance between these two plates. So here we have the distance between these two plates is t. So now we apply these two boundary conditions. First, when y equals to 0, u equals to 0, so we get 0 equals to 1 upon mu del p by del x into y is 0 plus c1 into 0 plus c2. So finally we get c2 equals to 0 from the first boundary conditions. Now we apply the second boundary conditions, and second boundary conditions where y equals to t, u is 0. So we get 0 equals to 1 upon mu del p by del x into t square by 2 plus c1 into t plus C2 is 0. So now we get the value of C1, that is minus 1 upon mu del P by del X into T by 2, or by simplification we get minus 1 upon 2 mu del P by del X into T. Now students, we put it down the value of C2 and C1 in this expression, so we get the exact equations for the velocity. So our final expression for the velocity, we get that 1 upon mu into del P by del X into y square by 2 plus C1 is minus 1 by 2 mu del P by del X into T into y, plus C2 is 0, so no need to write. Now we give the simplifications, so we get u equals to 1 upon 2 mu del P by del X into y square minus 1 by 2 mu del P by del X into T into y. Now we take minus 1 by 2 mu del P by del X common from both the terms, so we get T into y minus y to the power 2. So this is the general equations for the velocity. Now students, from that expression we can say that the value of mu del P by del X and T is constant, so our velocity u is vary with respect to y square, and that's why we get the parabola profile of velocity distributions between the two fixed parallel plate. So just I'm plotting the velocity distributions profile over here. See, mu is constant, del P by del X is also constant, and T is constant. These all three terms are constant, so u is varies with respect to y square, and that's why we get the parabola profile. And if we plot down this velocity distributions between these two fixed parallel plate, then at the center, means T by 2, we get the maximum velocity and zero velocity at the fixed plate. So this is the velocity distribution profile between these two fixed parallel plate. Here it is u max and here it is u equals to 0. So this kind of parabolic profile we get for velocity distributions. Now students, after discussions of this velocity profile, we go for the ratio of maximum velocity to the average velocity in this case. So now we discuss So first we find it out the maximum velocity and then we calculate the average velocity. So we know that when y equals to t by 2, we get u equals to u max. So now we put it down y equals to t by 2 in our general equations and we calculate the value of u max. So our general expressions for u is minus 1 by 2 mu del p by del x into ty minus y square. Now we put it down y equals to t by 2 in this expression. So we get u max equals to minus 1 by 2 mu del p by del x into t by 2 minus t by 2 whole to the power 2. So minus 1 by 2 mu del p by del x into t square by 2 minus t square by 4. And finally we get the value of u max, that is minus 1 by 8 mu del p by del x into t square. So this is the value of u max. Now we are going to calculate the value of u cut, which is the average velocity. So for calculations of average velocity, we need to calculate the discharge. So dq, that is the discharge through the small elementary area ABCD, which is equals to the velocity into the cross sectional area. and here the cross sectional area is dy into 1. So we get dq equals to u into dy. Now we put it down the value of u. So u equals to minus 1 by 2 mu del p by del x in the bracket ty minus y square into dy. To calculate the total discharge, we need to integrate this expression. So by integrations of this expression in between 0 to t, we get the total discharge q, which is equals to integration 0 to t minus 1 by 2 mu del p by del x into ty minus y square into dy. Now we know that minus 1 by 2 mu del p by del x is constant, so it comes out of integrations. In the integrations we get ty minus y square into dy. So we know that the integrations of y is becomes y square by 2, so t is constant, y square by 2, and for the y square it becomes y cube by 3, and here the limit is 0 to t. Now we apply the limit, so we get minus 1 by 2 mu del p by del x into t to the power 2, so it becomes t to the power 3 divided by 2 minus t to the power 3 divided by 3, and by LCM we get t to the power 3 divided by 6. Final answers for q is minus 1 by 12 mu del p by del x into t cube. But we require the value of u cut, which is equals to q divided by area. So we get minus 1 by 12 mu del p by del x into t to the power 2 divided by our area is t into 1. So this t is cancelled out, and finally we get the value of u cut, that is the average velocity, minus 1 by 12 mu del p by del x into t square. Now students, we have the value of u max as well as we have the value of u cut, that is average velocity. So we are taking the ratio of the two expression and we calculate the answer for maximum velocity to the average velocity. So u max divided by u cut, so which is equals to minus 1 by 8 mu del p by del x into t to the power 2 divided by minus 1 by 12 mu del p by del x into t square. So finally we get 12 divided by 8, and which is equals to 3 by 2. So we get the u maximum, which is equals to 1.5 times of u average. Now student, after discussions of this ratio, we are going to calculate the shear stress distribution in this case. So we know that Newton's law of viscosity tau equals to mu del u by del y. Now we put it down the value of u over here. So we get tau mu del by del y, and we know that the value of u is minus 1 by 2 mu del p by del x into ty minus y square. Now we do the differentiations of this term with respect to y. So we get tau equals to mu minus 1 by 2 mu is constant, del p by del x is constant, here the t into y, so t is constant, y is 1, and minus y square, it becomes a 2y. Here the mu is cancelled out, and final answer for the tau that we get equals to the minus 1 by 2 del p by del x in the bracket t minus 2y. Now we are going to calculate the minimum shear stress as well as maximum shear stress. So shear stress becomes a maximum when the value of y becomes 0, means near to the fixed plate. So we get when y equals to 0, we get the T max, So value of T max that we get is minus 1 by 2 del P by del X into T minus 0, so T. And we also know that the value of tau is becomes a minimum where the y is becomes T by 2. So the minimum value of shear stress is becomes 0 when y equals to T by 2. So now on the basis of this maximum and minimum value of shear stress, we are going to plot the shear stress distributions diagram between these two fixed plates. So at the middle means where the y is becomes a T by 2, it becomes a 0, and here it becomes a maximum. So we get the T max at near to the plate. Now students, after discussions of the shear stress distributions, we are going to calculate the drop of pressure heads for given length of this plate. So we are going to calculate the pressure drops. So we know that U average is minus 1 by 12 mu del P by del X into T square. Now we make the subject del P by del X from these expressions. So we get the minus 12 mu U cut upon the T square. Now we integrating this expression with respect to X. So integrating with respect to X, we get this del P equals to minus 12 mu U cut upon T square into dx. By integrations in between 2 to 1, we get the P1 minus P2 equals to minus 12 mu U cut upon T square is constant. So dx integration is becomes x, and by putting down the limit we get x1 minus x2, and we know that x1 minus x2 is a L. So our expression for P1 minus P2 is minus 12 mu U cut upon T square into x2 minus x1 is L. Now for calculations of head loss, which is equals to HF. So HF equals to P1 minus P2 divided by rho g. So we get the formula for calculations of head loss for this case is minus 12 mu U cut into L divided by T square into rho g. This is the formula using which we can be able to calculate the pressure drops in flow of viscous fluid between the two fixed parallel plates. Thank you students for attending this video lecture. Thank you.